If Hollywood gave out a Best Mom in a Supporting Role award, Jane Pitt would have won it years ago. More than just Brad Pitt's mother, she was his biggest cheerleader, trusted reality check, and occasional supplier of fashionably questionable princess dresses. Yes, really. Before her recent passing, Jane and Brad shared a rare celebrity bond that felt genuine. No staged Hallmark photo ops, just real love and a mom proudly standing by her son, whether on the red carpet or lounging at home. This is the story of the woman who rooted for Brad from day one, sometimes from the sidelines, sometimes center stage, but always with heart. Small-town roots, big Hollywood dreams, just not hers. Brad Pitt grew up in Springfield, Missouri, as the eldest child of Jane and William Pitt, surrounded by small-town values that would stay with him long after he swapped the Midwest for Hollywood movie sets. When asked if his parents were strict, Brad once replied, "No, I wouldn't say stern. I'd say there was a lot of family integrity." Translation: they weren't the type to ground you for sneaking out, but they could level a look so powerful you'd be apologizing and doing the dishes within minutes. In true Pitt fashion, Brad didn't even tell his parents he was pursuing acting until he'd already landed a job. Why drag them through the uncertainty of auditions when you can just surprise them with a paycheck? Bold move, Brad. From local mom to red carpet royalty. Jane Pitt was never the type to admire her son's achievements from afar. She wanted to be right there in the moment, sharing them with him. In 1996, she joined Brad at the New York premiere of The Devil's Own, looking every bit the proud mother as if he'd just won an Oscar for Most Charming Smile in America. By 2012, she was turning heads herself at the Academy Awards in an elegant navy gown, standing proudly beside Brad as he was nominated for Moneyball. Brad later explained that he always brought his parents to big events because they had given him the opportunity and taught me to pursue what interests me. 2 years later, she was back on the red carpet for the Unbroken premiere, a testament to the fact that Brad's career was never a solo journey. It was a family affair, and Jane wasn't there as a mere plus one. She was an active, enthusiastic supporter, genuinely invested in her son's work. The queen of humble pie, with a side of sass. One of Jane Pitt's most unforgettable public moments came in 2002 during a Mother's Day segment on The Late Show, with David Letterman titled Top 10 Pieces of Advice I Have Given My Child. When her turn came, she delivered a line only a mother could get away with. "Don't believe all the hype you read about yourself, honey. Actually, you're a short, overweight, bald guy." It was a perfectly timed roast, sharp enough to make an audience wince, yet wrapped in so much maternal love that it landed as both hilarious and endearing. Jane, it seemed, had mastered the fine art of keeping her movie star son firmly grounded, even in front of a national audience. The 80th birthday bash fit for a queen. In 2020, Brad Pitt proved that no amount of fame can outshine a mother's milestone birthday, pulling out all the stops for Jane's 80th. He flew her and the rest of the family to his Santa Barbara area home on a private jet for a sun-soaked beach celebration that was equal parts glamorous and heartwarming. The festivities included matching outfits for everyone, plenty of laughter, and a flood of family photos shared by niece Sydney Pitt, who captioned them, "To the best Grammy around." Happy 80th. Couldn't love you more. It was a celebration that blended Hollywood luxury with genuine family warmth, and a masterclass in how to throw a birthday fit for a queen. A public farewell. Jane Pitt's life came to a close in mid-2025, leaving behind a legacy of love, strength, and humor. Just weeks before her passing, Brad had given her a tender shout-out on the Today Show, smiling into the camera as he said, "I gotta say hi to my mom, 'cause she watches you every morning. Hi, Mom. Love you, Mom." While it's unclear if she had been ill, the heartbreaking news was later shared by her granddaughter Sydney on Instagram. In her tribute, Sydney called Jane her sweet Grammy and admitted the family wasn't ready to say goodbye, but found comfort in imagining her free to sing, dance, and paint again. She remembered her grandmother as the one who taught her how to paint, how to be strong, and how to lead with kindness, proof that Jane's influence reached far beyond the glamour of red carpets and Hollywood premieres. When Hollywood drama hits home. Of course, no Hollywood tale would be complete without its share of drama, and for Brad Pitt, it came in the form of his high-profile relationship and eventual divorce from Angelina Jolie. Once the golden couple of the silver screen, they dazzled the world with their glamorous, globe-trotting romance, but behind the scenes, the fairy tale began to unravel. public arguments soon morphed into bitter legal battles, with their children caught in the crossfire. At one point, their son Pax made headlines for posting a scathing Father's Day Instagram story, labeling Brad a world-class a-hole and an awful human being. During the custody fight, Angelina accused Brad of physical violence, while his camp countered that she was influencing the children's accounts. In the end, a judge granted the exes joint custody, a decision Angelina openly criticized. Brad later admitted that his struggle with alcohol had fueled many of their explosive arguments, including the infamous plane incident with son Maddox, a moment that became one of the most talked-about scandals of his career. Jane Pitt versus Angelina Jolie. According to reports, Jane Pitt was furious about Angelina's portrayal of her son during the divorce. She was especially upset that she saw the grandchildren less frequently afterward. Sources claimed Jane believed Angelina had treated Brad in a cruel and manipulative way, and even blamed her for ruining his life. But truth be told, Jane and Angelina's tension didn't start with the divorce. It had been simmering for years. The anti-gay letter incident. In 2012, Jane wrote a letter to a local newspaper expressing opposition to Barack Obama's re-election, citing his support for same-sex marriage and saying it went against her Christian beliefs. Given that Brad and Angelina were publicly pro-LGBTQ+ rights, this did not go over well. Angelina reportedly told Brad he should educate his mother, but Brad avoided direct confrontation, not wanting to hurt his mom. The Shiloh-style standoff. Brad and Angelina's daughter, Shiloh, has always embraced a tomboy style. Jane, however, reportedly bought her fairy and princess dresses, choices Angelina found disrespectful. Was it intentional? A misunderstanding? Or just a grandma trying to sprinkle a little glitter into her granddaughter's wardrobe? We may never know. Team Jen versus Team Angie. And then, of course, there's Jennifer Aniston. After Brad and Jen split, rumors swirled that Jane preferred her son's first wife. Reports claimed Jane found Jolie difficult and prickly, while Jennifer was charming, friendly, and the perfect daughter-in-law. Whether that was pure gossip or had a kernel of truth, it added another layer to the already tangled web of Pitt family dynamics. A legacy bigger than the headlines. Despite the tensions and the Hollywood gossip machine, Jane Pitt's legacy isn't defined by family drama. She was the woman who taught Brad to chase his dreams, who could crack a joke on national TV, who beamed with pride beside him at career milestones, and who made sure her grandchildren knew they were loved. Even in the middle of celebrity scandals, she managed to keep her values, her humor, and her fierce loyalty to her son intact. And that's the story of Jane Pitt, the mom who kept Brad grounded, proud, and laughing through every twist of Hollywood life. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the woman behind the movie star, tap that like and hit subscribe. Share your thoughts below. Team Jen, Team Angie, or just Team Jane all the way? Thanks for watching, and remember, stay curious, stay kind, and I'll see you next time.